Zacks rank buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks rank buys. Each stock within the Zacks rank buy universe is chosen based on how well it matches criteria comprising the four main investing styles. We say this all the time, but to remind you, aggressive growth, growth in income, momentum, and value is what those are. And today, as luck would have it, we talk about some momentum stocks with Mike Vodicka. Mike is our momentum stock analyst at Zacks.com. He tells us which way the wind is blowing on the stocks that he talks about here with us. And today you're going to start with Tetra Tech, TTEK, the ticker symbol, which you wrote about on the 7th of November.
Yes, I did. Tetra Tech is an interesting company. What they do is they provide engineering and consulting services for the development of infrastructure and then also for environmental applications as well. And the reason I thought this was an interesting company is it kind of plays into the Democratic victory in the presidential elections.
How so?
Well, Barack Obama and the Democrats have talked about their desire to really invest in American infrastructure, things like roads, bridges, dams, and that's exactly the industry that this company operates in here. And also beyond that, this is a consulting service here, and we've seen consulting companies hold up fairly well in this economic environment because they're a little bit less vulnerable to some of the other problems that companies are confronting. So this company has those two things going for them. They recently landed a couple of high-dollar deals. They have 3 deals totaling $69 million to provide services for the development of wind farms in the Midwest. So they have a number of things going for them right now.
All right. On the 6th of November, you talked about or wrote about Apollo Group, APOL, the ticker symbol. And I'm not going to venture a guess on what this company does. I know it's not in the aerospace division.
The Apollo Group is a private educational institution. And the reason that this company is interesting is because they actually stand to do well during an economic downturn. And the reason being is because in this kind of environment, people have the inclination to go back to school, beef up their skills, build their resume a little bit, give themselves an opportunity to make some more money on a short-term and a longer-term basis. And we definitely saw this dynamic show up in the company's most recently reported quarter. Earnings per share totaled 75 cents. This was 8 cents ahead of analyst estimates of 67 cents. And analyst community is bullish on the company on a longer-term basis, too. They're projecting next year earnings of $4.09, and that would be an 18%, or that is an 18% earnings growth projection.
All righty. Vascular Solutions, VASC, the ticker symbol, is what you wrote about on the 5th of November. And this company has something to do with vascular medicine?
I guess you could say that. What they do is they specialize in developing medical supplies for cardiologists and radiologists, so they're fairly specialized in what they do. Vascular is a fairly small company. Their market cap is only $152 million, so that places them into the micro-cap category. Since we're in the middle of earnings season right now, I wanted to shift gears and move right into the results of their third quarter, which were reported on October 21st.
Okay.
It had a really great quarter. Income jumped up to $1.75 million, and that was an improvement from just $15,000 in the year-ago period. So you can see this company has a nice upward trajectory. Beyond that, what they also said during their quarterly announcement is that they're planning on releasing 10 new products in 2009 into both their domestic and international markets. And they're projecting that that's going to have a pretty significant impact on both top and bottom line. They're looking for revenues of between 70 and 72 million for 2009 to produce earnings between 56 cents and 64 cents per share, and that'd be a big jump from current year levels.
We should develop a game out of this. Guess what industry this company is in. Compass Minerals International, CMP, the ticker symbol. You wrote about it on the 4th of November. Let me guess, mineral company.
That is correct. They do have a mineral division, but they are a little more diversified than that. They also do fertilizers, which we've definitely talked a lot about here at Zacks, and they also do salts, salts that towns would use to de-ice the roads during wintertime. This is basically just a classic supply and demand issue here with Compass. Their CEO recently said that there still remains a deficiency between supplies and the demand of the market, and when you have that kind of a dynamic, it really favors the sellers. And again, that's showing up in the company's earnings and the revenue. Their third quarter results are really impressive. Their income was actually up 300% from last year. They posted earnings of 87 cents per share against the expected 53 cents. And then here's the kicker on the company. The next year estimate is pegged at $7.43. That's a 71% earnings growth projection. So those are pretty bullish numbers.
You know, the fertilizer industry, I read, is actually booming up in Saskatchewan.
I think, isn't that where potash is located?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, so that would make sense.
My mind is filled with this mindless stuff, I guess. Do you or does anybody else in your family own any of these stocks?
No, I do not.
All right. And we want to tell you that you can read about all of these stocks that Mike has talked with me about and others that he writes about just by going to our homepage at Zacks.com and looking in the upper right-hand corner of the homepage, and that's where all of these stocks under the different investing styles are located. You can just click on whichever style interests you, and you can just go right to those stocks in the archive. With Mike Vodicka, I'm Terry Ruffalo.